So I wanted to make this video for a really long time, and I've been contemplating about it and procrastinating, and finally today I'm filming it. I just really hope that people that watch this video understand that I'm strictly just trying to help people, and this isn't a cry out for attention. I just really want to help people. I've been contemplating to make this video for a long time because I know that there are people out there that suffer from what I suffer from, but I know that there's also going to be people that think that this video is going to be a cry out for attention, and people are going to take it the wrong way because some people just don't believe that it's good to put your personal life up on for everyone to see, which is true, it can be bad, but with what I'm dealing with, I feel like if I do share it, I can inspire and help people, and I know that's my purpose in life, so that's why I'm making this video. So this video is about depression and anxiety, and I know that there's people out there that suffer from this just as much as I do. The older I get, the more I realise how common it is. The more people I meet that go through it, the more I realise that people go through it, and I feel like my purpose in life is to help people, and that's why I need to make this video. I need to make this video to give advice and let people know that they're not alone in this. And there are people that I feel like truly don't get depression, anxiety, they don't think it's something that's serious, they don't look at it as a mental illness. True, it's not, necessarily life-threatening. The only way in which it can be life-threatening, I think, is that it can lead to suicide. But I think it needs to be taken seriously because I feel like people think that depression is just feeling sad when the truth is it's not. Depression is something I've dealt with for a very long time. I've had anxiety since I was extremely young, too young. No child should have to suffer from anxiety like that. But the depression is something that came as I got older. The depression developed because of my anxiety. I just want to let people know that they're not alone. Depression, it stops you from living. It stops you from having fun. It's all in here. It's all in here. And it's so hard to come out of here. It's so hard. It's hard. I feel like people don't actually understand how hard it is. People think, oh, just get over it. It doesn't work like that. It's not stupid what you're going through. Don't feel like an outcast. Don't feel like a freak, because you're not. It's normal. It is so common. And I used to think that it was really uncommon. And the truth is, it's not. It's common. It's really common. Anyone out there that's going through depression and anxiety and is contemplating medication, I just want to tell you some things about it. There are many different types. When you go to the doctor to get pills, to talk to them about getting pills, you need to be completely honest about what it is. You need to be very descriptive. You need to tell them whether it's more anxiety, more depression, whether if you have panic attacks and things that are changing, whether it be your sleep, your diet. You need to be really in detail because there are so many different antidepressant and anxiety medications that you want to make sure you go on the right one, and sometimes you will have to do a bit of trial and error to find the pill that you think's best for you. I just want to let you guys know that it's not a magical pill. It's not something that makes you feel completely happy. It is designed just to take the edge off everything. Depression, for me, my worst state was in 2014, and I had a full-time job. I'd only been working there for about 2 months. This is the first rock bottom I've ever had. Like, I've had patches that last a day, but this lasted for months. I ended up having to take about 2 to 3 weeks off work just to kind of heal a little bit, and then slowly, little by little, I started going back to work, a couple of hours there, half a day there, and then eventually I went back for a full 8-hour shift. That was really hard for me. Luckily, the place that I worked at was really supportive. There are a lot of people that don't understand how much it actually affects you. It's not just feeling sad. You can get to a point where your entire body aches of being so unhappy and so scared and traumatized. I really encourage everyone who's going through this to find your light at the end of the tunnel. Now, everyone's light can be different. Mine was personally religion. I wasn't raised in a religious family. I've always been curious about religion ever since I was like 8 years old. And I know that religion isn't going to be the result for everyone, and I don't expect it to be. Really seek what you treasure most. Seek what really makes you happy. You need to let go of what was and focus on the present. Don't worry about what will be or what can be. You need to focus on the now, because you can't change the past and you don't necessarily get to decide your future, so just really focus on the now. So some tips that I have for dealing with depression and anxiety. I mean, depression and anxiety can be two completely different things. People really need to understand you're not alone. And I know that can sound cheesy, and I know that it can feel like you are alone. You feel like you're in it all on your own. And I know that there are people out there that don't have friends, that don't have family to support them. There are people that are literally on their own, but you are never alone. You are never alone. I can't just sit here with this. I need to do something with it. I'm supposed to do something with it. It's my purpose in life is to help people. I know that. And I feel like that if I go through this and have all this information about depression and anxiety when it's so common and so many people suffer from it, why wouldn't I want to share my story and help people? Why wouldn't I want to be there for people and give advice? My depression came from my anxiety. It's something that transitioned over time. With anxiety and depression, you can get panic attacks, you can have mental breakdowns, screaming fits. It just changes everything. You know, you can wake up one morning and boom, you're on rock bottom again. And it's all in your head. But the mind is so hard to change. It's so hard to overcome the mind. People think, why can't you pull yourself out of it? Because it doesn't work like that. Believe me, we wish, us that suffer from it, we wish that we could just snap our fingers and boom, we're out of it. But it doesn't work like that. We wish it did, but it doesn't. It is something that you slowly have to work through, and it can be hard. I remember the hardest bit for me was to actually just to get out of bed every day. And I know how hard it is to actually get up out of bed every day. I know that can be one of the hardest steps. But that's like the first step I encourage everyone to make. To get out of bed every day, to have a shower, to put on clothes, to get outside, to catch up with friends, to do things you love. Just anything that you enjoy, do that. Do the things that make you happy. Get rid of the things that don't make you happy, or the people that don't make you happy. When I first contemplated counselling, I was really sceptical because I feared that it would make it worse. And sometimes you have to go through trial and error, you have to go to a few different counsellors before you find the one that you feel like you can actually connect with. And I recommend counselling. I do. I'm not saying that you have to, of course, but for me personally, from someone who was very skeptical about it, I'm really happy I did it because it really did help me personally. But the thing is that when you go to counselling, you need to be completely open and honest with your counsellor. They need to know everything. And it's all confidential, so don't ever worry about public or everyone else finding out. You let the counsellor know who they're allowed to talk to about your problems. Me personally, I'm really open about my depression. I really am. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't feel sorry for myself. If anything, I actually, oddly, this might sound odd to people, but I actually feel blessed and grateful that I've been able to go through it and that I do go through it, because it's given me such an amazing insight on life. And going through this has allowed me to have such an amazing outlook on life and on people and on situations, you know. It has allowed me to love people more. And I think it's really important that if you know anyone that goes through depression or anxiety or any kind of mental problem, that you don't judge them. Anyone that watches this video that is going through depression and anxiety, just know that you can talk to me. I really encourage people to share this video, to send it to people that they know are going through a hard time, and I would really love to answer any questions. So if you know anyone that's going through depression, anxiety, or any kind of mental problems, or any problems at all, I really hope that this video can help them by sharing it or sending it to them, or even just leaving comments. I really want to help people here because I know what it's like to go through it, and I feel like if I just sit around with all this information, I'm not progressing. I feel like I need to share my story, that I need to share my knowledge with people so that I can help people, because that's really what I want to do in life, is I want to help people. So I just really would hope that my video can help people, that my story can help people. If you have any questions, I am going to link a email address. The email address is going to be for asking questions to me, whether it be about depression, anxiety, any kind of mental problems, or just any kind of problems. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. So I'm going to be putting that email address down in the comments, and I'm also going to link other social media platforms that you guys can talk to me on. If you need someone to talk to or share your story with, I'm all ears. So I just want to let you guys know again that you're not alone, that there is always at least one person to help you go through this, and that you can get through it. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.